Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to episode 66 now? 5? 6?
Something like that,
66, I believe,
66.
of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. And boy, oh boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. Because I got with me in the studio here, Milz B.
Hey, it's me.
He's the famous SoundCloud rapper. Who,
Technically not my name, but yeah.
Oh, well, what is your name?
The Biggie D, that
Biggie
one?
D.
That's not me, though. That's someone else.
Oh, okay.
That's not me,
You're
man.
just affiliated with him, though, right?
Yeah, I help release his music. I'm trying to...
Oh, okay. Looking at Joe Biden's prospects over there.
Yeah, it's not what I meant.
Wow.
So, Henry, what did we watch?
We watched Prospect, a 2018 independent movie. It's independent and don't need no man.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Pedro Pascal's Triangle. It's got Sophie Turner. Thatcher.
I can barely see it from over here.
And,
I'm so blind.
And it's got J. Douglas, looks like, as Damon. And then some other bitch.
I'm just gonna pull it up.
Yeah, I gotta do. I suppose I could do that too.
That's good. For me, it kind of sets the mood. You know what we're
looking at here. What we're really trying to dissect. You right there? Hold for Miles.
Yeah. I don't know why that hurt so much.
But yes.
Yeah, Prospect.
Talk about the prospects of this movie.
It was good. I mean, the beginning
Was
sure was
very
slow.
amazing. It was the best part.
Okay. I don't know if you actually mean that or not. I assume
don't.
you don't. No. It was okay. Here's my issue with it. Well, I guess we'll kind of give a brief, what it was. It was about, this father and daughter come to the planet to, we assume, prospect. Oh, it was for the Queen's Gambit.
harvest. Yeah.
That's what it was called, right? Queen's
Yeah,
Gambit.
Queen's Lair.
That's right.
Queen's Gambit, I think, is a movie.
Queen's Gambit sounds like something.
Yeah.
Else. Queen's Lair, and they get stopped by Pedro Pascal and his
lovely
associate
lover. Yeah.
Lover in the nighttime.
Yep.
And
but he's ashamed of her, so he keeps her hidden from view.
Yeah. And they try to rob him, and then they strike a deal, and then chaos ensues, and the daughter, ends up with Pedro Pascal, and the other two are now dead.
Indeed.
Yep.
She does some psychedelic drugs there for a minute, and then Pedro's like, "Yo, fix me, bitch," and she's like, "No."
And they make a deal to get off
planet together. Yep.
And then stuff happens. But
indeed, chaos ensues.
But for me, it was like the beginning was very slow.
It was. And they spit a lot of jargon.
Yeah, it was a lot of not exposition. It was
just a lot of
needed to know
how complicated the job was. I think, which I think just set it up for sort of the end when they both were trying to accomplish the task and they couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I figured in the beginning was when they were showing it. You kind of know what it looks like and how it goes.
And then so that way you can recognize it. And I do appreciate the fact that they both, she wasn't able to do it too. I feel like that was more realistic because she hadn't done it,
if she did try it then and succeeded, it would have been like, what?
How convenient, Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Prospect.
Yeah.
It's a 2018 movie.
No way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Acting was pretty solid all around, I think.
I mean, besides the girl.
I guess.
Bad. It didn't feel like she was acting. Like she was doing anything different.
She's pulling a Kristen Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It could just be me though. I don't know. And
no, I kind of agree.
Okay. I was gonna ask, what do you think of Pedro Pascal? Pascal.
Like as a person or like in the movie?
Either way. Either one, I guess.
He's a very nice guy. We hang out on the regular. In the movie, he was pretty good. I thought he fit kind of that character pretty well. I thought he sort of played kind of both sides. I really liked when he was getting his arm cut off and like you just see him like his reaction. I mean, I mentioned it, like it's kind of like a budget thing because they don't want to show too much of it because it's expensive to kind of show that. So they only showed a few shots of it, but the rest of the time it was just on him as it was happening, which also was like an artistic choice as well, in that it allowed them to showcase like his reaction. And I think you said something as you were watching it, so like I feel like it kind of got a reaction.
It was like almost not hard to watch because you could barely
didn't
see
actually
anything,
see
but
it.
it was still somehow like a rough scene, to get through.
Compared to like some of the other stuff that they do when they were mining the crystal or whatever. It wasn't as gory visually. It was
still gross though.
But like it was
like mining, it's pretty much just reaching into a little alien thing,
brain or something,
pulling out a baby or the brain.
I think so we didn't see as much, but it still kind of showed what he was experiencing. So it was that was kind of cool.
And I will say Pedro Pascal's character reminded me a lot of what did I just hit? Shit. I don't know. What am I doing? Reminded me a lot of Malcolm Reynolds
from
Firefly.
Firefly, yeah.
Yep.
Nathan you mentioned that. Nathan Fillion. Just the way, like his cadence and the way he talked and everything.
His because they both kind of use big, not big words, but like
the way they said things, the way they phrased everything. Kind of had the same.
I feel almost like they kind of used this character as like a starting point for Pedro Pascal's character in Prospect.
Yeah, and it's like even I mean, he at least like pretends to sort of ride the line of like scoundrel and like honorable. I mean, he's pretty much an honorable guy. But he likes to think. I love how it brings up that episode. Trash. But so like he kind of rides the line of sort of being like a criminal because he's or like a scavenger, but like he's also trying to be professional and professional and also like
a criminal kind of.
Yeah, he kind of tries to play both sides, and sort of, and again he kind of falls more in the line of like being respectable and like having morals, but and so Pedro Pascal's character was Ezra, I think his name was like that too.
Yeah.
Where because like he had the scene where they
like a gentleman.
Yeah, because he could have sold her for those crystals or whatever, or the whatever they were mining, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't really give him the chance to anyway, but which was smart on her. But yeah, and it was kind of weird that she didn't really react when she was like cutting his arm off. She was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, she said she had experience.
Right.
Still, you'd be a little bit like you haven't cut an arm off before.
Yeah, it's like you know what to do, but it's just still, it's quite a thing. Just hacking someone's arm off.
Yeah.
But whatever. We talked a little bit about the color, I think, in the movie, which was nice. It looked good.
Yeah.
For an independent film, it was. I feel like it was well done. It was well shot.
Yeah, especially like even like the poster, it kind of sets it up for what the.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a faded kind of.
Yeah.
Like very.
With like some sunburst.
Kind of dull colors, but in a good way.
Right. Well, and that fits with the sci-fi thing too. I feel like, or something like this where they're trying to be realistic with it and like, it's not gonna be super like dreamlike and space-like or where it's all clean and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be some of that
kind of rough,
kinda grungier, kind of
handmade kind of feeling to
sort
it.
of a cruder style of like science.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked. Oh, what was it? I liked the whole bit where they would blare the music when they were trying to talk about them.
The girl, the mean woman.
Yeah, I thought that was like an interesting way to do it, and I feel like that's something that they would do. Where if they want, they don't want me dropping on their conversations, they just turn on the music so they can talk in private. Yeah. Trying to think of what else we had to talk about. I don't know. Did you have anything else really to say that you remember from watching it yesterday?
Sorry, I didn't pick the movie again.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm trying to do that as well, multitask. I mean, I think as I said before, like all the characters were kind of annoying.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. That might just be me, but like a little bit.
What was annoying about them? Would you say?
I don't know. I mean, the little girl was obviously annoying. She just kind of, I don't know, didn't seem to fully grasp the situation or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What to even call it. And he was a criminal? I don't know. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, you're good. I mean, yeah, like I said, I can agree with you.
Damon was obviously, just kind of annoying in general.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. The whole, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the whole movie kind of had a weird pacing to it in terms of the dialogue or like some of the banter and stuff. It just, there was something weird about it. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it was the style they were going for. And for sci-fi, I guess it's not too off. I mean, you could, I don't know. I guess if you're looking at it and you're not really a sci-fi fan, it might be kind of boring too.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of a, I don't know, it makes you think Ender's Game. So the first one, was, I read the first book anyway, I should say, which was really interesting. But then I kind of got into the second one, but I never finished it because there was a lot. It was just kind of dense.
I did also read the first book and saw the movie as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember hearing that like the rest of the books were really...
They are really dense. Like they're just, there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of like this where there's, where there's sci-fi like Ender's Game where that's, the first book was great because it was like a very well paced story and it was just easy to read. It was just a fun read. It's like The Hobbit versus like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
where The Hobbit was more of a fun read, and I never got to Lord of the Rings either.
I'm sure they're both the first books, like The Hobbit and Ender's Game, were kind of meant for young adults, kids.
Right? Yeah.
Because I knew The Hobbit was, and I'm sure Ender's Game is too.
Yeah.
And then because Lord of the Rings was written first.
Yes.
And that was originally for adults or
right. It was
whoever wants to read it. But it makes
more complex.
Yeah. But I wonder if I don't remember the author of Ender's Game, but
I don't either.
Yeah, him.
That
I wonder
guy.
if he meant the same way too, almost, for Ender's Game to be more for kids,
and then like the
rest were
to be
I don't know.
But yeah, so this felt like more of like what the second book would be or something like that. Like the later books would be more like this, where it's more dense. I mean, there's not as like obviously entertaining, I guess, of like story elements. Where like I mean, it's good, but like it's not like you said, it's more for it's not like probably not as much for like kids with low attention spans. Because
like,
it's
me.
just like you, you fucking baby. Yeah. But it was good though. I liked it. I will say. Would you recommend it?
I would.
To the right audience, I guess.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, my throat.
It's Jason Bourne.
It's definitely not for everyone. I need water.
Water? Get him some water, stat.
yeah, sci-fi fans, I would recommend it for people who enjoy like maybe not Star Wars per se, but like
Probably more like Star Trek, honestly,
Ender's Game.
or Ender's Game,
Yeah.
because like it's more realistic science than
Mhm.
like Star Wars is kind of the fantasy end,
Mhm.
space western.
There's no aliens really.
No, not really.
It's just weird, but
There's like
not
some
weird. I mean, there's obviously different kinds of sci-fi.
yeah exactly. It doesn't have to have aliens. Battlestar Galactica was like that, where it's like more about the people and like humans than like it is about alien races. So there wasn't any aliens in the story.
It also could be a budget thing too.
Yep. Well, you mentioned with Mandalorian too, like how they'll do like 3 types of aliens in one, and then like they'll do like one alien in like another story.
Only one.
Because there's lots that you got to put into like that, and yeah, especially for an independent movie like this, where it's low, trying to keep it low budget.
I mean, I wonder how what the budget was for this film.
I think it was $6.
Prospect budget. Well, unless it's gonna come up with something I don't want.
Prospect 2018 budget.
Yeah. Earl and Caldwell finally secured financing from Canadian company Braun Studios. The film's budget, Earl says, came in under $4 million.
Wow.
DIY sci-fi film that's better than its big budget something. That's from Wired. Big budget brethren.
Big.
$4 million is small budget. I know
Yeah.
I always act surprised because I am surprised.
I mean, obviously it's a lot of money to us, but yeah, once you get into like production and stuff, paying people to be on set, and then also paying for locations or I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can put into that. Paying for equipment to film with.
We hired
props.
we hired a lot of people who'd never worked on a movie before. Industrial designers, carpenters, mechanics, and cosplayers. That probably added to its effect. That handcrafted effect that
Absolutely.
It's not like sleek or anything. It's just
and it's like even like the way they set things up probably too, just like if they've got like sort of real world people that have like like you mentioned there with like carpenters or things like that, where they have practical experience with like building things or something like that, or like hands-on stuff, that would make sense. Oh, hands-on, that's probably why the ship had an ass to it. Okay, that was stupid. But anyway, you laughed on the inside.
Perhaps
We'll never know. No, but like so like just like thinking about like how it would be in space, or like this is probably how they would I don't know, that's interesting. I'm curious to see what the set would have been like then with something like that, where it's more like obviously for people that have worked on movies, they know how to build sets to look like the way they want it to, but that'd be cool. Hearing like
it's interesting.
people's like thoughts or collaborations on like how they think it would be, like a spaceship would be built, or how a planet would, like a planet's like ecosystem would be, or something. That's interesting. I don't know.
I mean, as I said, the planet itself. I mean, I mentioned it. When we were watching the movie, that the planet, it just looked like Earth.
Yes.
But they turned down the saturation.
Right. Which is an easy way to try to make it look a little different. And they had like the sort of spores or whatever, the dust in the air kind of too.
Yeah.
Which we mentioned was probably just special effects or something.
Obviously, they didn't throw spores in the air to.
I mean, I guess there's like things you could do, but like, it definitely wouldn't look as nice. Practically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably it, I guess.
What did you think of the guy that was sitting in the cage at the end when he got out and everything? And
odd, I guess. I don't know what to think about him. He was just kind of chilling.
Yeah, I thought he was very
hot.
Very hot. No, I don't know. I mean, the effects look good on him. The makeup and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there were special effects.
No, yeah. It was practical, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, as we mentioned before, might not be for everyone, but it's definitely an interesting film.
Yes, indeed.
So
I would recommend
if you enjoy
it for
sci-fi
movie
or
lovers.
just movies.
Movies in general.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out.
See, you can see what's possible with low budget, with a small budget of $4 million.
Excuse me. Did you watch anything this week?
I did not. No. Did you watch anything this week?
A movie I've already seen multiple times already.
Lost in Translation.
No, it was Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Connor wanted to watch it, so we
What
watched
is
it.
what is Wall-E?
It's funny. You're a funny guy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was a good film. I've seen it before though, so it's not like, oh my god, you know.
My
So,
fat cock.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I guess.
What did you think of the robots?
The robots?
Yeah.
I thought they were there.
Do you think they had very interesting characters?
I guess.
Do you think that will evolve as do you think we'll evolve as a society to where we're just floating around in chairs all the time?
Probably not in chairs. Probably like hoverboards,
Like hover, they were basically kind of like hover beds.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know.
Would you ever want to like go into space and like use like a fire hydrant to just like propel you?
Not a fire hydrant, no.
Oh, okay, that's what he used, right?
All right,
It's been a while
cool.
since I've seen the movie.
Yeah. So
Do you think it's really sad when he dies at the end, and then comes back to life?
no, he
'Cause
doesn't
he
come
should
back
be
to
dead.
life. He doesn't come back to life, no.
He's dead.
He dies.
In the book, it's a much darker ending. It's like I Am Legend.
So am I good
Miles,
to move on now? Or are you going to keep talking about Wall-E like some jackass?
Hey, I wanted to talk with you about it. Okay, it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think it's the best movie I've ever seen.
Nope.
After Prospect. I almost said Parasite, which that's a good movie too. But anyway, did you watch anything this week?
Can I pick the movie, please?
No, that's my turn. Oh shit! It's your turn. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miles.
Okay. Hopefully you haven't
Have you ever
seen
heard
it.
the Gun My Dick story? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Hopefully you haven't seen it, but if you have, I do have another movie on deck.
Okay. On Dick.
On my deck.
On Moby Dick.
It's on Netflix, although I didn't check if it was on anything else.
What's it called?
Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves.
Cock. I haven't seen it. No, not yet.
Cool.
Watch that next week on Netflix. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Let me make sure it's not anything. I'm pretty sure it's only on Netflix.
It's also on Canopy, by the way.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just making a joke at
I
you.
doubt it. I'll
Could be.
check. I'll check just in case, though.
Who's just in case?
Good one, dude.
I'm so funny.
Dude, you're like
On a roll.
pissing me off, is what you're doing. Yeah, Knock Knock on Netflix with Keanu Reeves. I think Margot Robbie.
I think it's got Margaret Robbie.
Is
Looks
it?
like. No, it's Ana de Armas.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, Ana de Armas and
Lorenza Izzo.
yeah. So not.
She
Margot
could be there in
Robbie.
spirit,
She could.
but she probably isn't.
Probably isn't. It just this looks like Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see
right
it.
there.
Yeah,
The poster.
yeah.
Um,
I agree.
and then there's the woman biting.
That's something
a
she would
cock.
do.
Yeah.
A cock shirt.
It's duct tape, but I'm pretending it's a cock.
Oh, I thought you were talking about her mouth. It's duct tape, but it's a mouth actually.
Yeah.
I'm pretending. it's a mouth.
All right, cool. So I think that'll be it for this week's episode
Yeah.
of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast.
Indeed.
Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not,
That's my fault.
Leave a scalding, what is it?
Scalding hot
Review
pot of water.
on your stove and burn your house down.
Yes, with the Gun My Dick story.
There it is. Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
Every fucking
listening.
hour.
Episode 65. Yeah.
66, I believe.
66. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's good.
That's on me. I'm
Miles,
sorry.
Are you gonna cut first or am I?
Am I gonna cut first, or am I gonna
Better
cut
take
you
your hand off
first?
that damn fucking mouse. I'm gonna do it. Don't think I won't fucking do it. I want to do it, Miles. I'm gonna fucking cut.